I'm Lucy Rymer.
I'm Kathy Davini.
And we are here with the Museum Center at 5 Points, talking about all of the things that you don't want to miss coming up soon at the museum and in our community.
We are so excited to be able to be with you and talk about all the events that you do not want to miss in our area.
Absolutely. So cheers. This is our first episode.
Lucy has so much to tell us about with what's going on at the museum. Lucy, what's going on?
There are so many exciting things happening at the museum right now. We have started all kinds of new public programming for our community, and it happens all in this month of July. So in addition to our summer camps, which are Bike Camp, Performance Camp, and Spy Camp this month, we are also starting walking tours, which will be guided. Our first one is going to be on July 10th, this coming Saturday. And that is going to be the historic business district of Cleveland. And our curator of public programming, Olivia Kaywood, is going to be walking our guests around. For the price of just general admission, you can come and get a guided tour of all of the historic buildings in our downtown area. So we're looking forward to that. We think it's going to be a lot of fun.
That is going to be such a great event. Many people have lived here all their lives and have never learned anything about the historic buildings. This is their opportunity to do so.
It is. And get a little exercise at the same time. So I think it's supposed to rain on Saturday. Maybe bring a raincoat and an umbrella, but it'll keep you cool, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. It's always nice to be in the rain.
It is. And then at the end of the month, on July 30th, we're going to be doing a series of outdoor movies each Friday. They're going to be historic movies. Wild River is going to be the first one. It will start at dusk. So it is going to be a little bit late, but bring your picnic, bring your blanket. It's a family-friendly event. It is free to the public, but we hope that when you're there, you will buy one of our raffle tickets, which this is another big initiative we have going on at the museum right now. It's a huge fundraiser for us. Tickets are only $25 or 5 tickets for $100, and we will be giving away a grand prize on September 17th of $10,000. Second place, $5,000, and third place, $2,500. So we're going to have some pretty big winners.
That is very exciting. Very exciting. Now, at the movies, will there be any food for sale like popcorn, or everybody needs to bring what they need?
Bring your blankets and your picnics. We are still working out a few details. We hope that we might be able to entice a few food trucks to come. But it will start, like I said, at dusk. So it is going to be a late night thing. We are going to show Wild River is our first movie that we're showing. Of course, that was filmed here in Cleveland, up at the Ocoee River, and is about the flooding of the Parksville Lake, or what I call Parksville Lake. Now it's a drama. It's romance. It's exciting.
Nice.
It's filmed here, local.
Very exciting.
Yeah. So I hope to see it. I've actually never seen it before.
I have never seen it before either.
We'll
look forward to seeing that. Now,
yes.
Today we are lucky to have a guest, Miss Connie Gatlin with Art is Here. We want to bring Connie in to talk to us about what is going on with Art is Here and how you can get involved.
So we'll be talking with her in our next segment. She'll be joining us here in just a little bit. And let's say, one other thing we have going on at the museum right now is Family Day. This is something that we're super excited to offer to our community. Every fourth Saturday of the month, we are going to be having Family Day. So kids will get in free and adults will get in for the price of a child. So
nice.
You can come and visit the museum for just $3.50. I mean, what a deal.
But I love the family membership for the year. When you get a family membership for the year, you can go in at any time and participate in all of the different activities. Right. You have art classes going that they can participate in.
Every Friday and Saturday morning at 11, we have Vincent Mancini, who was in the newspaper just
Very
recently.
Talented.
Very talented. He does watercolors, pen and ink, pen and wash. And so these classes, you come in, Vincent will guide you through drawing and painting. He's not going to stand over your shoulder and tell you, how to move your pen each time, but he is going to, tell you maybe how he would approach drawing. And it's a very laid back, casual setting. Everybody, we say it's an hour. People usually tend to stay for 2, sometimes 3. So maybe don't stay that long, but Vincent has so many stories to tell.
He is very entertaining. If you have not had the pleasure to meet Vincent, he is very entertaining and probably a great deal of fun.
5 languages, I think. Spanish, Italian, Yiddish, English.
So if you want to practice any of those languages, it would also be a good time to do that.
It is. So
now what about History Happy Hour?
Oh my gosh, how could I forget History Happy Hour? History Happy Hour is one of our longtime favorites, I'm going to say. It is an after hours event where we have a happy hour for about 30 minutes with some entertainment. Then we'll have education for about 30 minutes. And then we have more entertainment. And so you can come and have some drinks. Our one coming up is about the 25th anniversary of the Ocoee, I call it the Ocoee Olympics, the Atlanta Summer Olympics at the Ocoee River. So we have got a panel full of people who were involved in the Olympics 25 years ago. Ray Bassett with WUTC is going to be there emceeing the event for us. We have Alan Mincy, who is, of course, with the Cleveland Daily Banner. He's going to be talking about all the reporting that he did. We have got Lance Luke, who is a manager at Wildwater and worked with Orca at the time. We have got, of course, an Olympian, Wayne Dickert, coming. He was on the C2 team. And Jamie Nicholson, who was part of the Park Service. I'm trying to remember all of these people and the wonderful things they did. We have my mother-in-law's coming, actually. Crystal Rymer. She was on the results team volunteering as people crossed the finish line and hosted a team of Olympians in her home as well.
How fun.
So she's got all kinds of fun stories to tell about that. But it's going to be a great evening. That will be Thursday, July 15th from 5:30 to 7:30. You can purchase tickets in advance at www.museumcenter.org. If you're a non-member, that's $20. That does include your food, your drinks, which, by the way, the food is sponsored by Apricot Cafe, which you can see, going up towards the Ocoee River. It's a good place to stop when you're going rafting, you're going to the lake, or just going up to have a good time. They've got great food, and we're excited for them to be a part of this event. And our other sponsor is Wildwater. So they are, a rafting company. You can go and float down the river with them and have a good time. Have you ever done the Ocoee, Kathy?
I have, upper and lower. Okay. And we were actually just there on Sunday with the group. We had a lot of fun. We love all the sports in Cleveland. It's one of the many things that you can spend your day doing. I enjoy History Happy Hour so much. I try never to miss one of those. The second the date comes out on the calendar for the museum, it's on my calendar. Mm-hmm. So if you have not experienced that, and if you are not a member, it's a great opportunity to come see what it's about and then decide if you want to become a member. Mm-hmm. Because chances are, if you go, you will want to not miss the next one.
Absolutely. And if you are a member, family or individual, your ticket price is only $10. So I have to say, I don't know if there's anywhere in Cleveland you can get live music, open bar, food, and entertainment and education, all for $10 a piece. So it's a great deal, and we hope a lot of people will join us and come out. Of course, our higher levels of membership do get in totally free if you're a sponsor, a patron, or an Ocoee Society member. So our memberships are a great deal. We have a lot of programming going on, so it's a great value for your money. And I do want to mention that September Song is our entertainment. They're a band out of Athens. We're happy to have them come and play for us that night. So they'll be playing for about 30, 45 minutes before the program gets started, and then 30 minutes afterwards. So there's lots of time to socialize. But for this History Happy Hour in particular, we think it's going to be a lot of fun because there are so many memories around the Olympics and so many people in this area that participated in some way or another, that we're going to have a good conversation with our panelists. We do have also a video presentation of Horace going through the Olympic course. Sorry, lost my words there for a minute.
Well, all of those are things nobody wants to miss. And we will be talking about all the events going on and around Cleveland for every week on Friday.
Every week on Friday, you're going to find us at 12:30 on 101.3 The Buzz. You can see us on MyMix TV.
That's right, 1041.com.
Yes. And you can just come see us.
Come see us at the museum.
See us at the museum. What else is going on this week in Cleveland? I call Kathy the Cleveland Connector.
Well, we will be talking next week with Lisa Guerin, who has all the FOLA events that she's going to talk about. And then Connie Gatlin's going to talk about Art is Here today with us.
Right.
So let's bring on Connie.
I think so. We'll be right back. All right. And we're back. We are here with Connie Gatlin from Art is Here. And we are so happy to have her today. Art is Here got going. Wow. How long have y'all been working?
Well, actually, in February of 19.
Okay.
I have been a part of the Allied Arts Council, that is a committee, excuse me, of the Chamber of Commerce.
Mm-hmm.
And we had been talking about an artist registry for a number of years. And I finally just was tired of hearing it. And I said, I'm going to make this happen.
Okay.
So we sent out all these letters to artists and musical directors and various folks, and 25 people showed up. But at that first meeting, they didn't want to talk about an artist registry. They all wanted to talk about an arts center. Cleveland has grown up and come about without any kind of arts center for performance, for galleries, for workshops, for artists to have display area. We just don't have that in Cleveland. So we began a mission. We had several meetings throughout that year, began to discuss it with the city council. COVID hit, and we all went home and learned how to Zoom.
Right.
And we continued meetings, but by Zoom, and have picked back up now. And in January, we received a grant from the Thrive Initiative and the Tennessee Arts Commission and the Lyndhurst Foundation for $10,000 to have a professional study done of the arts in Cleveland, Tennessee, the state of the arts. The company was Fisher Story out of Nashville, marvelous young women. They got to know us. They got to know Cleveland, as best they could. They set about doing interviews via Zoom, personal interviews with lots of leaders in Cleveland, not necessarily artists, but folks who are very present in our community, who add so much depth to our community. And they all made comments, and all of these were logged and data processed and all that sort of thing. It was amazing, the number of people that said, we need some coercion here. We need some cohesiveness. That's what I'm trying to say. We need an arts center where all folks can be brought into one organization. Cleveland's never had this. We've never had a real collusion of their various artists from all kinds of genres to come together and make their voices heard about the fact that we need an arts center. So that's our mission.
Right. And it's a good one, because I agree with you. We do need that in Cleveland. I know it's sometimes it can be a little bit of a struggle being in the arts community and getting the word out about everything that we have going on, and making sure people know where to be and where to go. And that's kind of why we're here today.
I'm so glad that you all are beginning this initiative, and I'm so thankful that you invited me to come. We have a great website that's new, artisheretn.com. We have a Facebook page, Art is Here. Look it up. Sign up for the artist registry. We have continued with that original thought, so now we have one. If you play guitar and would like to hire yourself out to play at the background, in the background of a wedding reception, if you play a saxophone and could provide evening entertainment for one of the restaurants one Friday night, there are all kinds of opportunities. If you want to direct plays, put that into the artist registry, so that when folks need someone who has, who have those skills, they know where to go.
Sure. And so when you talk about an artist registry, you really aren't talking about just somebody that paints pictures.
No, not at all. Musicians, theater people, storytellers, people who make fancy cakes. Yeah. You know, people who have sewing skills, people who can design a gown, a one-of-a-kind gown for you. The spectrum of arts abilities and arts offerings it's never ending. It's just like a continuous circle of talent that you can tap into. Cleveland, Tennessee has always been blessed with lots of talent in all kinds of areas, entrepreneurial talent, as well as the things we see and hear and enjoy and taste. All of those things are so important. I was so excited to hear that you're going to do the movie series, yes, and that Wild River is one of the first.
It is the first on July 30th, Friday, July 30th at dusk.
Great. Wild River is a joy for me. I have seen it a number of times, and it was one of the offerings at the Museum Center in the very early years when we were there. It was filmed here, you know, in Cleveland, Tennessee, just up the road in Charleston. It was on the Hiwassee River. The performers were marvelously Remick. It's a great story about the farms, the small family farms that were flooded out when TVA set up the dam program for East Tennessee to provide electricity. Right. Or, you know, at this point in time, we can't even imagine a home without electricity, but it was there, you know, in those years. And TVA was moving in to solve that, but families were, you know, home farms were, many of them were just destroyed. And the story about the young man who comes in from the government, yes, as we say in East Tennessee, the government, and falls in love then with the young woman whose grandmother lives on the farm and refuses to leave. It's a dramatic story. It's a great story. You will love it if you come to the museum on July
30th.
July 30th.
July 30th. It's a Friday night, and we're going to be doing movies actually every Friday night throughout the month of August. They're not all necessarily local movies, but we're trying to do something a little bit different than the other movies that have been offered in the park. Sure. We are also going to be showing The Princess Bride, Singing in the Rain. I am so excited about Singing in the Rain. And 12 Angry Men is on there as well right now. So these are older movies that we think, people will want to see. I mean, they're great movies, all of them. So we hope that everybody will come out. Again, it's a free event. It's a public event. We do hope that people will choose to support the museum while they are there by purchasing a raffle ticket or buying a membership or making a donation, so we can continue to have these programs and continue to support the arts in Cleveland as well.
Connie, I'd like to ask you about Art is Here. So it sounds like you have already accomplished your first goal, which is creating the artist registry.
We have done that. Yes. Thank you, Kathy. And having this actual part of the results of the grant were for us to have an actual community arts plan. We have rolled that out to the city council, to all of our artists here membership, and we had over 50 people at that meeting. This community arts plan addresses the things that are wonderful about the arts in Cleveland and the things that need attention, opportunities for growth. Mm-hmm. So we're delighted to have that in hand. It also is something that gives investors and donors and politicians, city council members, and we're presenting to the county commission the end of this month. And so it's a legitimacy. It's not just Connie standing out in the field and running her mouth. It is.
Although I would pay to see that.
You never know what you get. It gives a true legitimacy to this effort that we need in Cleveland, Tennessee. And so we're delighted to have this. It's been a hard month. You know, we've all been running, the executive committee, Melissa Woody and Dwight Richardson and Kathy Barrett and Christine Williams from Lee University, who's head of theater there, and Michelle Mummert, who's a grant specialist. So we have a great team. They do all kinds of work. We're putting together, at the recommendation of this arts plan, one of the things we're doing is having a week in October, which I think is National Arts Awareness Month for the country. And we're putting together a week, it may be more than a week, of various activities. There's a really interesting festival coming about through Beth Hetzel at Hetzel Art Galleries. Mm-hmm. And this is a festival that concentrates on science fiction and the art that is attached to comic book offerings.
So this is a con, right? That I understand, like a comic con. So
yes.
What's fun about these events is you get to dress up.
I love that.
You can be an elf. You can
yes.
be a unicorn.
Yes.
You could dress in your medieval clothes.
Yes, indeed.
You know, I actually have some of this stuff because my husband and I participate in the Society for Creative Anachronisms, which is medieval like reenactment. So
good.
I do appreciate a good Renaissance dress.
There you go. That's coming about in October.
Connie,
lots of details still to be worked out, but we're also working on the possibility of a spring arts festival in downtown Cleveland.
Absolutely.
So, a ton of other things. I interrupted you, Kathy. I'm
no,
sorry.
that's okay. I wanted to know, as a goal for getting your own space, where are we with that, and how can people get involved with making that happen? Because I feel like residents of Cleveland don't want to have to go to all these other towns to see live theater.
Thank you.
How can we get involved to make that happen in Cleveland?
We're putting together a group of ambassadors for Artists Here, the Artists Here program. You can sign up for that. We're going to have several meetings in August and throughout the fall, giving folks the knowledge about this community arts plan, telling folks exactly what committees we're establishing and where they might fit into the various committees. It is, the opportunities are just endless. This group of 5 that we have working, one is a grant specialist, and we need more in depth of that because there are hundreds of grants opportunities in the country, particularly right now, and we need more people to research that and write that. Ideas for activities. There are a number of activities that Cleveland's really good at, but we have lots of opportunities for improvement. The Ocoee Players did Greater Tuna back in May, and that's their first offering after COVID. That we hope that they will have an offering for this month of October. Of course, that's the Fandom Festival. The Science Fiction Festival will be happening in October as well. Spirits, Legends, and Lore, which is a storytelling event, and that will be happening in October. I hope to do a musical in the spring, first couple of weeks in March is what we're shooting for there. This Artists Here partnership is brand new and wide open. We need anyone who has an inclination to work in the arts, whether backstage or on stage or playing an instrument. The orchestra and the pops will also be involved. Moving forward, their concerts are a great evening, and those are also free to the public. And we hope to be able. They premiered a new piece that was based on the Ocoee River, created by one of the orchestra members and then performed by the orchestra. So the opportunities are huge and endless. Go to the website, go to the Facebook, tell us what you're interested in doing, and we'll get back with you.
It sounds like you've got a place for everyone to get involved, regardless of what they enjoy doing.
Exactly, gorgeous. Thank you so much for putting it exactly like that. There's a place for everyone.
I think there is. And I don't know who wouldn't want to be involved in such a fun endeavor.
We were, my daughter is in for a couple of days, and we were talking last night about the excitement that can come from being a part of an arts activity. Yeah. You're not in competition with anyone else. You're just contributing to wonderful moments that can be with you for the rest of your life. And so it's a great activity for an entire family. It's a great activity for individuals who just have a desire to do something, who have an extra hour or two a week that they might contribute to making Cleveland more well-known and firmly established in the arts. We have tremendous artistic ability that lives right here. Vocal ability and musical ability and visual art ability. We are so deep with that, but we've never before pulled all of these folks together, given them structure, given them an organization that embraces everyone and will help to promote everyone. That's our goal.
I think it would be
Absolutely.
very rewarding for people to come together with a single goal, meet other people with similar interest, and be involved.
Yes, we hope so.
Absolutely.
That's what we're
Absolutely.
working toward.
Well, we thank you so much for coming and sharing about Artists Here and being our first guest on our Bradley Beach show. We hope to bring...
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, absolutely.
And helping us call attention to this artist. ArtistHereTN.com.
ArtistHereTN.com. And we hope to be sharing all kinds of arts and cultural activities that everyone within the community can take part in. So I'm sure you'll probably be back, whether it's you or one of your artists on the registry. You're kind of all over Cleveland and kind of just lying in the background. You know, you're kind of the unseen force that's probably behind a lot of what's going on.
Hurricane force.
Hurricane force. You're the gale wind. You're our Elsa.
Y'all are very kind.
Yeah.
Y'all are very good. Thank you.
Thank you for
Pushing us
being here,
forward.
Connie.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. Well, we're coming to the very end of our very first show, and I hope that everyone has enjoyed it. I hope that everyone will come and see us at the Museum Center. We have so much going on. We hope to be partnering with Artists Here on some of their initiatives coming up very soon. Come see us at History Happy Hour next Thursday, July 15th from 5:30 to 7:30. You can purchase tickets at www.museumcenter.org. And there's so much more coming up in July. Family Day, we'll have a coffee with the curator. That's one of our other new programs. We have Tyler Boyd that's going to be coming about Harry T. Byrne and his role in the passage of the 19th Amendment, which is the women's right to vote. A very special local Tennessee story that I think everyone would enjoy. And again, you just have to come into the museum that day, buy an admission ticket, and you can, hear this wonderful piece of Tennessee history. Again, come see us at the museum, support the arts, support culture, sign up for Artists Here, buy a raffle ticket, do all of the things.
Clear your schedule so
Clear
you
your
can put all
schedule.
these events on it.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.